LLC owners, should you actually purchase your vehicle in the name of your LLC, or should you purchase your vehicle in your personal name? By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly which decision to make, because it's so important that we get this decision right so it doesn't cost you extra money. But before we jump in, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe so that my millionaires in making, my millionaires to be, my millionaires that are already out there can continue learning and growing. Let's get after it. Putting your vehicle inside of your LLC, meaning changing the title of your vehicle to the name of your LLC, is a very important decision. And one way to vet that decision out is the reason why you want to do that. Most people want to do that because they want to limit their liability. When you have an LLC, you have an LLC because it's a limited liability company. It's a business that separates you from the business. So titling your actual vehicle in the name of an LLC is a good thing if you want to limit your liability. When you go to purchase the vehicle, you're going to be purchasing the vehicle in the name of your LLC. I have seen on very rare occasions people actually changing the title over to their business after purchase. Very rare does that happen. The second consideration is insurance. When you own a vehicle in the name of your business, meaning the registration is registered to 123 LLC, that automatically makes your vehicle a commercial vehicle, meaning that you have to get commercial insurance, business insurance. Commercial insurance and business insurance is going to be higher than your traditional personal insurance, barring things like DUIs or any other thing, right? But for the most part, commercial insurance is higher. Lawsuits. I can tell you from experience that if you're in a car accident and if your vehicle is registered in the name of a business, what do you think that person is going to think? Oh, this is a business vehicle. I'm going to try to sue this person. So some consideration needs to be given to not only liability protection from being inside of an LLC, but also protecting yourself from the thought of someone wanting to actually sue you. When I had my vehicle in my business and got into an accident, they certainly wanted to sue me, and they actually did. So I just want you to realize that having a vehicle registered to a business creates another level of issues for you. One of the pros of having your vehicle in the name of your business comes about regarding tax code section 351. Write that down. Tax code section 351 says that if you have a vehicle and you contribute that vehicle to your business, you can contribute that vehicle to your business tax-free. Let's say, for example, if I have a truck, and let's say my truck is worth $10,000, and I contribute that truck to my business. My business is going to own an asset worth $10,000, giving my business automatic equity of $10,000. So that's an important reason why you may want to put your vehicle inside of your business, because you want your business to have some value, have some worth. You want your business to have a balance sheet of equity, so it looks more inviting and enticing to someone that maybe wants to purchase your business. Another good reason to put your vehicle inside of your business is IRS audits. If your vehicle is in the name of your business, then all costs associated with managing that vehicle is automatically a tax write-off. There's never going to be a question mark in IRS's mind. Well, this is IRS we're talking about, so let me caveat that. There should not be a question mark in IRS's mind as to whether or not your vehicle is a legitimate business expense, because it's actually in the name of your business. So you can certainly minimize audit issues, certainly minimize deductibility issues when you put a vehicle in the name of your business. The last reason why you may want to put a vehicle in the name of your business, let's say you have a couple of different vehicles, right? Maybe you already have a personal vehicle. And maybe there could be some issues as to whether or not you are using your personal vehicles for business. Well, if you have a personal vehicle and you turn around and you have a vehicle that is in the name of your business, then we automatically know that that vehicle has been earmarked specifically for business. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, but what if I use that vehicle for personal usage? If you use the vehicle for personal usage and it's de minimis usage, it's barely used for personal usage, there won't be any issues. But if you're using a vehicle for more than incidental personal usage, minimal personal usage, then you will have to report the value of that usage on your personal income tax return, on perhaps the W-2 that you take out of the business. The bottom line is, in order for you to make the decision as to whether or not you want to title, purchase, or put your vehicle in your LLC, is to look at the potential liability protection, look at the potential insurance costs, weigh out the issue of a potential lawsuit, weigh out the gain of minimizing audit exposure, weigh out the fact that you will be able to write off all costs associated with it without thought to personal usage, and realize if there is personal usage, you do want to capture that personal usage and value on your income tax return so that you are staying above board, so that you are following all the IRS rules. When you are thinking about purchasing your car, putting your car in your business, realize that there are some requirements, whether it's an S Corp, whether it's a C Corp, or whether it's an LLC. Remember that purchasing a vehicle in the name of your business requires your business to be in good standing. It requires you to be able to show your articles of organization or your articles of incorporation. It requires you to be able to show that you are up to date on the Secretary of State website. You got to be able to get business financing. So it's so important to really understand all the elements of putting your vehicle in your business. There are pros and there are cons, but you are a millionaire in loading, and so you're going to be able to actually figure it out for yourself, what is going to give you the best bang for your buck, the type of business that you're running, and how you want to set your personal finances up in your business finances. And just remember that there could always be additional questions. That is why I'm going to ask. Now that you know better, you absolutely have to do better. You're going to comment millionaire below. You're going to ask any questions that you have. You're going to subscribe to this channel, and you're going to tell all of your friends, because I want to be able to hang out with millionaires just like you. Now get after it. And if you made it to this part of the video, I want to give you a bonus tip. If you already purchased your vehicle and now it's in your personal name and you want to get it into the name of your business, you are going to refinance that vehicle and title it in the name of your business. You're going to go talk to your bank and say, I need to transfer this vehicle to my business name. Can you finance it for me by paying off my existing loan with my existing lien holder, whoever you have your car financed through? And now they're going to finance it in your business. At the end of the day, document, document, document. Keep all of your paperwork. Make sure you're going to give it to your tax accountant so they can know how to handle your unique situation.